Well, at the present time, I'm not taking in any more talent on the East Coast. I am taking new talent in Los Angeles, and they can reach me at discoveriestalentagency.com. There is a link there. They can contact me via email, send me their headshot and resume, and I'll be more than happy to look at it and then meet with them when I'm in LA and see where their goals and their dreams are. And hopefully they'll be in line with mine and we can work together. I'm not a big Facebook fan, even though I've had to learn to be, because there are casting directors on the East Coast that post their casting notices on Facebook. So in order to be in the groove of things, I am on them. I don't use them a lot. I feel as though this is too professional a business, and it needs to be one-on-one, and you have to have your professional tools to be an actor and to go on auditions and to meet people. And that to me is kind of like more of just like a social chatty thing just to make friends. And as I've always said, this isn't show friends, this is show biz. So you have to be real careful with that, because and a lot of times too much information is given on Facebook and the MySpace, and I think it's detrimental to an actor or an actress, because when you put too much information and lots of pictures and things, you just never know where they end up. And unfortunately, the internet is not totally controlled to where bad things can happen with pictures. So that's why I try to stay away from that as much as possible. But I do respond. I always respond to posts and emails sent to me on them, because I never want someone to feel like they're forgotten. And that was one of the reasons that when I opened this agency, I find in the beginning when I was in my business, as far as being an actress, I would have to wait days and sometimes weeks to get a response from my agent. And I made up my mind when I opened this agency, as well as the last agency, that I would never not return phone calls and emails immediately, no matter what I'm doing, because I know what it's like to be the actress waiting for the call, waiting to see if I got the role. And when you don't hear anything, it's very debilitating, because it changes the momentum from being positive and excited to being fed up with the business. And I don't want my talent to ever feel that way. So I feel like if I'm an agent that always gets back in touch with them immediately, or as quickly as I can, that at least they know that I care about them and they're not a number, and that their goals and their excitement and their success is just as exciting to me as though it were my own as an actress. Actors' demo reels are imperative anywhere you go in the country. I'm a big proponent on having them, on having multiple ones, with the comedic and the theatrical, and even those that do stand-up comedy. I always suggest they have at least a reel for each. And that's, I feel, I can't believe an actor says they're a professional actor and doesn't have one. Now, people will say to me, well, how can I have a reel when I don't have work to put on it? And that's why the Actor Slate is a really great tool, because of the fact you can get your on-camera presence, show your personality, show what makes you pop in front of a camera without having to have all the credits. And also sometimes it's hard to get copies of your work to do a reel, but I feel it's imperative anywhere that an actor has one, even if it's short. And I disagree with actors that have 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 minute reels, because in this business, once you get to know the industry, casting directors only look at the first 20 seconds usually. And if they see something they like, they'll look at more. But if you don't get it in that first 15 to 20 seconds, you're not going to get noticed or seen. So a lot of people have a tendency to do reels, and their best work is at the end, or it's long-winded and it's too long, and they focus too much on the talent that were with them in the scene rather than themselves. So it's important to have a reel, but it's even more important to have a good reel that captures the actor and their best qualities and all that's about them, because you don't want to be advertising something else or some other actor. You want to be advertising you, and you want the camera to capture that. It's the most fun part of my day. I'm teased because people say, do you enjoy doing anything else other than this? Because being that I'm on the phone constantly, and I always have my iPhone and my BlackBerry and my phone with me, in the middle of dinner, in the middle of an event, anything I'm at, when I get a C-mail that says someone's requesting to see my talent, I get really excited no matter where I'm at. And people that know me usually say, oh, Janine's talent just got a C-mail. And then when they actually get booked the job, it is very exciting for me. I've even had people say to me, are you related to the person? And I go, why do you say that? They go, because you got so excited on the phone. But I feel if the agent can't get excited over their talent, and they can't get excited over what they're doing and the goals that they're achieving and the accomplishments that they're making, then they really shouldn't be in the business, because to me, this is more than just a job. It's more than just a hobby. It's a passion. And that's why loving the entertainment industry and loving my talent, the two mixed together, I can always be excited for their successes. And then when they have auditions that didn't go that well, rather than being negative and saying, oh, well, better luck next time, I try to review with the talent, what they think they did wrong, what they think they could have done better, because it's not about right or wrong in this business. It's about what works and what doesn't work. And that's the key, because if you do the good, bad, right or wrong, philosophy, you're never going to get anywhere because there's so many auditions you'll go to you won't get, you'll start to think that you're bad or that you're no good as an actor, and that's never the case. You just have to see what works, and there's always a way to work around it. And if you're not good in one area, which meaning it doesn't work in one area, then it can work in another. You just have to strive for it and be positive.